So this is absolutely beautiful packaging. I think this flour is a posy. I don't remember what the flour is. Damn it, I can't remember flour names. But this one's quite small compared to what I usually have. Look, it's not even like made out of that special material. Like, it's paper at the top. They're like, you know what, this one's a cheap one. We don't give a F. But the bottom part is like normal. Let me show you what it's made of. I'm gonna move my head out of the way. It is so flimsy compared to... So what's been happening? Let's start at the beginning of the year. January, February was great. Can't really complain. I was just doing me. It was my birthday, so, you know, birthday time is great. And I started back at school and, you know, I'm already into the routine. So things are going okay. Like, there's no complaints with me, to be honest, at first. You guys already know the situation with my ex and how he treated me. That definitely set the tone up. Like, why do people think that I deserve to be disrespected? To be honest, around that time, he wasn't the first to kind of disrespect me and feel that it's okay to talk to me in a certain way. And I have a big battle with that. I'm not saying it's not just Japanese people, guys. It's like foreigners too. It's just guys in general. And I don't know what kind of vibe I'm giving off, because I think I'm quite headstrong and I think I'm quite a happy, positive energy. And I just felt like I was being attacked constantly by people that I was, you know, that I'd call friends and my own boyfriend. So imagine this is happening to you over and over again. It would grate on you, right? So I'm dealing with that, and people just rubbing me the wrong way, just talking to me like at the side of the neck, like just disrespectful. And I'm just thinking to myself, I don't want you in my circle, in my life, in my breathing space, because I have to protect my energy. So, and that's between the months of like April to June. This looks like egg, like it looks like grated cheese, but it's not. I think it's actually grated egg. It is. I'm gonna pick up this scallop. This is a fishy bento, you know. The one piece of scallop. The one piece of scallop is good. It's salty. Oh, there's little bits of kelp, like seaweed in there as well. There's a little bit more of a fishy flavour in the rice, which I appreciate. A little bit of, you know, a little bit of a pizzazz. Let's get some veg in. Look into my eye. I'm probably going to write what they are because I'm so hungry, I'm forgetting everything. This definitely tastes a lot more fresh in terms of healthier. I can't see anything fried in here so far. So this is definitely a healthier bento compared to the others that I've eaten. Minus the shumai. Shumai is not healthy, but it tastes good. For a couple of years, like 2 years ago, I went back home for my cousin's wedding. My favorite, like my closest cousin. And I went there obviously to support and be there for a special moment. And she was pregnant at the time, and now, you know, she's had the baby and he's just growing, and it's just crazy that I'm not there. But yeah, I went there to support, and in the meantime, my aunt, she wasn't very well. And this year, she actually passed away. I find out that my aunt that I'm like the closest to, that's helped me so much throughout my life, has passed away. I'm eating to distract myself from being really sad. I've never lost anyone in my life. I mean, I've lost people, but I was too young to remember, and I wasn't close enough to them to really feel it. And yeah, I just, at first, because I'm not home, it's like I'm not in the midst of everything. I'm not watching the process and things happening. So in my mind, it's not like that everything's okay, but it's just bizarre. And it wasn't until like I actually watched the funeral online that I just felt like it's just a mixture of emotions, to be honest. This is carrot. I don't know if this is a great combination of food and talking, but I think I feel much more comfortable talking about how I'm feeling with food, so just bear with me. Carrot. This is why this bento is cheaper. That carrot was not good compared to the others. Too soft. I just couldn't imagine, you know, I couldn't imagine how my mom was feeling because it's her sister, and how my cousin was feeling because it's her mother. And I was gonna call him my nephew, but he's not, he's my second cousin. How he was feeling about his grandmother passing. It's just different levels. I just felt helpless because there's nothing I could really do to support them. There's still nothing I can really do. And it's like, I try to respect people's feelings and space, and I don't really want to talk about it too much because I don't want to drag people down in their emotions. And even if I'm thinking about it a lot, or whenever I'm thinking about her, I just don't want to burden other people with that emotion. And I think that's why I haven't talked to you guys about it or talked to my family that much about it. We have, but you know, you don't want to talk about it every single time. But she's on my mind a lot, especially this year. You know what it is? It's like cry or eat. Yeah. No, if you've lost somebody, it wasn't of that virus. No, I'm an adult and I'm out living my life, and she's living hers, and it's just, I appreciate who she was and what she did for me and the influence that she had on me, you know, being a teacher, and just being such a kind, gentle soul in my atmosphere, in my life. She was like a second mother to me, you know. I've got my mom, and then I've got my nan who like helped raise me, and then I've got my auntie that was always there for me, and especially through my teenage years, like to adulthood, she really gave me a lot of advice. She'd always sit and listen to me, and we'd have jokes, and you know, we'd talk about books, and yeah, just, it's crazy. And it just makes you realise, you know, time is so short, and you've got to appreciate the people you love. It's cliche, but it's true. It's really true. And I appreciate all my family. Like, and so when, you know, when I told you that I've got other things going on in my life beyond guys are the last thought in my mind. You know, I'm thinking about health. I'm thinking about my family. I'm thinking about how this is going to affect my family, because, you know, yeah, it's just, I can't protect people. You can't protect people from sadness, from real life happening. There's nothing you can do. Even if I was there, there's nothing I can do. But I guess being far away, it makes it even worse that, you know, you can't give somebody a hug. It's just never the same. I think this is fried tofu. I think this is fried tofu, actually. I think this is the only thing that's fried. And it's always good. Food helps. So, let's get some egg in. This is really small, by the way, guys. Come on. Compared to what I usually have, it's like nothing. So I actually got a little bonus food. Not Japanese, but not Japanese. You'll see. I just started reflecting about all the times we'd had together, and it just made me sad, and I felt like left out. But it's so weird. Like, yeah, everyone's suffering at home, but I'm suffering in my own way here, and I'm alone. I've got no one to really, you know, there's no family here. So it's a weird one. It's difficult to balance. So I had to really make sure that I was taking care of myself and trying to take care of my mental health. And having that guy do what he did to me, and people just constantly disrespecting me, just wasn't helping the situation. So I had to just like kind of disconnect from people a little bit. Not everybody, like, you know, my people know who my people are, you know, and I'm still talking to you guys and making videos. But, you know, in the background, I'm still dealing with, you never know what people are going through. And it's just, like, I was dealing with a lot. And I did go through a depression, I guess. Like, just reflecting on things, it's hard. Never lost anyone, so it's just weird. Just so weird and heartbreaking. This is just my life, guys. I know it sounds like I'm complaining, and I am. I'm definitely complaining, and I have a right to, and I think everybody does. I'm not trying to compare my life to others. I am very grateful for the life that I lead. When you hit humps in the road, it affects you, and you got to be human, and you've got to express yourself. And it is difficult for me to express myself, especially in the moment. It's very rare. Like the last video I did about how I was treated by my ex, that was pretty recent. And the one where like my serious relationship for 2 years when we broke up, that was very raw and like in the moment too. This was a little bit different. I definitely needed time to just just have time to myself and try and just work on my health, man, because I was just deteriorating. So I had a situation with work, and I'll tell you the first instance. So I was walking to work and I do my usual like route, and usually I have my earphones in, but this time I noticed that this woman was like looking at me, but she was glaring, and you know, people wear masks, but you can read their eyes, you know, sometimes you can tell like if they're happy or sad or angry, and she just looked so angry. I'm like, what the hell? And I kind of dismissed it. The same thing kept happening and happening again, and her gesture kind of seemed like she was irritated or saying something, and I took my earphones out and she was like saying stuff, but obviously I'm not fluent in Japanese, so I couldn't pick up everything, but I knew from her mannerisms and some of the key words, like, it was negative about me. By the way, guys, I do not know this woman from Adam, but me being a foreigner is obviously a trigger for her, and she just decided to like hurl abuse at me every single time I'd walk to school. And I'd ignore her and just keep on my route. And it was kind of a pride thing. It's like, I'm not going to let somebody win over me. No matter what country I'm in, I deserve to exist, be myself, and not have anyone trouble me. If I'm not troubling them, don't trouble me. I have just as much right to be in this country as anybody else, you know. I pay my taxes, I pay my bills, I make money for people, I provide a service. I deserve to be here too, lady. So leave me alone, back off. And I had tried to like say things back to her, but it just didn't cease to stop. It didn't. And I think because of the buildup of, you know, things that have been going on in my life and just how I'd been feeling mentally, I just had enough. And mind you, like, I tried everything and I like stood my ground. I know this sounds weird. You could say, why not take another route? Why not change your times? But it was more the principle for me, and I'm very strong when it comes to my principles. Like, I don't like bullies, and I don't feel like people should feel like it's okay to treat people like that with no backlash. So that's why I can continue doing this, but it did eventually get to me, and I broke down and I told one of my English teachers who I work with, and then she ended up telling like the person who surveys the area, and then the person who surveys the area in the school and like make sure that the area is safe for the kids told the head teacher, then the head teacher told my company, and then it just became a thing where I was like, you know what, I've told someone now, everybody knows. They've supported me. I felt so supported. The person who surveys the area just continued to do that and monitor that on the route that I take, just to watch out. I do have evidence of the verbal harassment on my phone. You can't see her face in it because, you know, I have to protect privacy, even though I'm trying to protect myself, because this woman is crazy. I just called her crazy instantly. This crazy, just verbally harassing me for no reason. But I did it to prove that it's a real situation. I'm not just lying about it. I was like, you know what, I've put up with this long enough. I want the police to know. And even though they can't do anything about it really, like what they're gonna do, arrest her for saying bad words to me, oh my god. But you know, the kind of things that she was saying to me is like, die, stupid foreigner, trash, things like that in Japanese. That's threatening, you know. Who knows that one day she could lose her rocker, she could just go off on one and attack me. Somebody to have that much hatred for a whole year, to be attacking you day after day after day for a whole year. They got hate in their heart for you, and they're scary, they're crazy, and they're freaking scary. So for me, it's like, yeah, it's just madness. I couldn't believe it. I'd never experienced anything like that in my life, and I feel like if you live anywhere long enough, if you stick around long enough, you'll live enough to have like a bad experience. That's anywhere. Still love Japan. This is just one person, you know, but it's a shame that you could be treated in such a way just because you're other, you're not Japanese. And to me that blows my mind, and I feel so lucky to have grown up in the environment that I have, where there are different cultures, and I've learned to, you know, I've learned about other people's cultures and more accepting, and, you know, my mindset is more broader and wider. And just because somebody doesn't look like me, speak like me, or is from the same country or speaks the same language, you know, it doesn't mean that you're any less. That's the world that I live in. So yeah, ended up going to the police and making a statement with the support of my school and my company, which was great. They jumped on it straight away, and I felt really good about that. And the police patrolled for about 2 weeks or so, and suggested me to take the route because, you know, since I've told them about this woman and the route that I take, they said, you know, if that woman did attack you, then it would kind of be your own fault because you've been warned by the police not to take that route and take a different one. I think the point had been made, the principle had been made, and even though they can't do anything, I hope and pray that that woman noticed that around the time that she was there walking, the police were there patrolling the area. I hope she noticed that ish and noticed that I'd disappeared. Because at the end of the day, I'm not just protecting myself, but it could be one of the kids, you know, it could be one of my students. And there's a few, in my school, there's a few foreigners, there's a few mixed children. Imagine if she decided to attack these poor kids, you know, just minding their own business, living their life. Don't deserve that. Horrible lady, just evil woman, man, what a bitch. So, yeah, that happened. The fish is good though. I don't even show you the fish, I'm not hungry. Fish is fresh. Humans can be pretty shit, you know. Why are the good ones taken away? But more egg. I think this is very eggy. It's a very eggy bento. That's supposed to be like an egg salad. But it's got octopus, egg, and some kind of... Ooh! That's tasty. It might be stir-fried. I like that. By the way, you can only purchase this during winter season. So if you're trying to look for it past February or March, it ain't gonna be there. It might be even sooner. I might check online. I'm kind of over it now and I've dealt with everything. Not over my aunt, obviously, I'll never be over that. But like, when it comes to situations that aren't so close to my heart and how people have treated me, I think I've just put up a wall and kind of learned how to just get over it. That people are just gotta be shitty human beings and that's just it. But because I was already feeling low about, you know, not being home and just all kinds of different situations, I was struggling to keep a happy face. But thank you guys. You guys have really helped, you know, for my low days or when I felt crappy or I don't know. It's just nice that people send me videos and crack joke with me in the DMs and comment. You know, I've had people donate and people like my videos and it really does help. And this is a real community. I'm not just here for you guys. I'm also here for myself. Like, I genuinely like making videos and, you know, I get excited about editing and speaking and talking to you guys and having that interaction. And it really does feel like a community. And I think if it wasn't for, you know, my family and my friends, but also you guys are my friends too. But if it wasn't for you guys, you know, I'd be a lot worse off than I am. But I just needed to have a timeout and I did have a timeout for a good while. And you may think I'm, you know, I know you listen to these stories and stuff, but you got to remember about time period and what am I actually doing in my private life. The truth is nothing. Staying home, I mean traveling now and again, but also staying home and not meeting men. So I'm just doing me. Someone commented the other day, like, I feel like you just go on a million dates and like, I'm like, no, let's chill out guys. I have a life besides men. There's more to life than men. Love you guys, but like, Jesus. That's the best rice I've tasted, I'm not gonna lie. Shiumai. I've got a mini dessert in here. 10 points if you know what it is. Mochi. No, it's not meow. It's mochi. And I don't know what this one has in. Best mochi so far because it's got white beans in, white anko beans inside. And that's my favourite kind if I had to choose. I wouldn't go for red, I'd go for white, so yes, we got a bonus going on. Let me tell you something. All right, let me tell you. It was almost sold out. I got the last one actually. But this bitch was harder to get than... This bitch has been sold out in my area for the longest time. So many kids and families in my area. They just snap it right up real quick. And I'm like, what about us adults that enjoy cute things that taste good? No kids, you're gonna take everything? I've always been walking past. It's always been sold out. But today, there were 3 left and I got one. Ta-da! Look, oh my God, it's Eevee. Do you know Pokemon Eevee? So cute, guys. Look at the packaging. Have a look, have a look. It's my favorite kind of flavor as well, which is caramel. Hello, come back. Oh, and it's stuffed. Oh my God. That's why it's sold out. Naughty girl. One of my favorite Mr. Donut flavors, like specials ever. Filled with cream. Mr. Donut wins this year for Christmas edition things. I tried some tea one from Krispy Kreme and it was disgusting. It has that perfume, it's so gross. It's right here. Look at the inside as well. How cute. She's got a little house and it's Christmas time. Thanks so much for listening to me and bearing with me and still sticking with me. I've been going through a lot and the main thing has been my aunt. I'm hoping to go to some place in like to commemorate her memory because I haven't, you know, I wasn't there at the funeral. There's nothing I could really do. I did write a speech which my, bless them, my cousin and my sister delivered at the funeral. So, but I'd still like to commemorate her in my own special way. And I'm hoping maybe in the summertime I can do that because I totally missed it this year. If you got some food or a little drink, give a cheers. Cheers to my aunt. Cheers to my family. Cheers for everybody that's just making it through 2021. We've done it. You know, we're at the end now. I feel like 2022 is definitely going to be 100 times better for me instantly. All negativity ends here. It ends with 2021, guys. It's about good times, good vibes, happiness, healing, health, love. Hello. Oh, I'm ready for 2022. Who's with me? Please stay well, protect yourself, protect your energy, find love, get that paper, get money, be happy. Think that you gotta do, guys. This is your life. You only got one chance to live it. Follow me on Instagram because that acts as a second channel. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. I know this is kind of a semi-depressing video, but you're part of the community now. And I know you've been here a few times looking at me like, I'm the one you need in your life. Anyways, guys, until next time, bye till, ganbate, peace and love. Bye.